Graphics wise, Blitz League had this old arcade feel to it, and comparing it to its only rival at the time, which was Madden 06, graphics wise, I'm not gonna lie, I would give the honor to Blitz. The game pops, it gives like an NFL street vibe graphics wise, and every hit looked and felt like it hurt. It felt like with no NFL breathing down their neck to make the most NFL-like game, the developers just had as most fun with this game as possible. Like, look at bro hitting the splits. I also like the rugged and dark atmosphere of the stadiums and field. This is the look of real football being played, and for 2005, the jersey creations were not limited at all. Like, you could legit have fun on this game. And the player models are just straight fire, and the big, bulky pads and buckets for helmets are just nostalgic and hit different. The gameplay is everything you would expect from a game that's rated M. It's dark, it's hard-hitting, and it definitely was not meant for kids. But who am I to judge? I don't care what you do with your time. The running does feel weird though sometimes. It feels like you're running in slow motion, but it's definitely fun. It's definitely more free-flowing than some Maddens today. The QB doesn't feel stuck in the pocket like some Maddens today, and you can actually juke in the backfield. You can't juke in the backfield in Maddens today, but you can actually juke in the backfield in Blitz League. The game does have some differences to it though, like first downs being 10 yards in real life, but on Blitz, first downs are 30 bumper clock yard, and there's only 8 men to a side compared to 11 in the NFL, and penalties and referees, well, that just don't exist because everything goes on this game. In conclusion, the gameplay is definitely good. Could be better, but way ahead of its time. Blitz League 1 and 2 has some of the most creative features, and shout out to Midway Games, the original creators of the 3D era Mortal Kombat games. But the best feature in my opinion has to be the X-ray animations for the injury. And some of these injuries look brutal, like a ruptured scrotum? What? Or literally cracking your muffin top, taking 6 plays off and coming right back onto the field like nothing happened. It's crazy. Another fire feature are the game introductions for star players. From this you get to know some of the players' backgrounds and how they made it to the league, and some of them are straight crazy too. And then some more honorable mentions are the clash meters and oh, the steroids you can take. Yeah, those are some great features in this game, but storyline wise, there really isn't a storyline. Well, there is a storyline, but it's not as fun to talk about. It's basically you just creating your team and making your way from Division 3 all the way to Division 1, winning Division 1 championship. It's not that fun to talk about. But Blitz League 2 though, the storyline of Blitz League 2 is fire. We'll get to that in a little bit. Like actually like right now. The storyline begins with Franchise and his agent just straight glazing him. Damn. Like he's trying his best to get his ego, but you can tell Franchise is just not going with it. The glazing stops and Franchise is making his way to the commissioner and doesn't even get the chance to introduce himself until Commissioner Cleve Anson is completely sold on him already. I just know in his head he's just like, this big black athletic man is gonna make me some money. And more glazing comes and Franchise. I dig that. Franchise shocks the league by refusing to join the newly expansion team, the Los Angeles Riot, and the commissioner is pissed. Instead, he chooses to play for his hometown team, and he's not even in the league yet and already has hella enemies. Damn. Oh, I forgot, Franchise goes to some press conferences and you can like choose his abilities and attributes and position and stuff like that, but all that doesn't really matter. But now we can get to the games for it. Franchise instantly comes in and dominates Division 3, and the commissioner realizes it's time to strike, so he does. Hanson hires Quentin Sands. Knowing he's going to be cut from the Los Angeles Riot for the #1 draft pick, Hanson tells Sands that he can go play with Franchise on his current deal, do his dirty work and make some good money, or go to a different team, play for the veteran minimum, and that's all he needed to agree. And what Commissioner Cleve Anson plans to do, we don't know that yet. But what we do know is that Franchise's team just got a whole lot better. Franchise and the guys make it all the way to the Division 3 championship and win in his first year, and it's looking like his career is just starting to take off. Until he gets hit with a failed drug test, and damn, my boy has to hit the pen. Free Franchise till it's backwards. Shit crazy.
Trying to bend him over because he wouldn't play for your precious LA Riot.
You know, Franchise, I can make this go away if you play for the Riot and sign a 6-year contract.
Fuck you. No deal.
You're under arrest.
The hell?
You have the right
No time to
And Commissioner Cleve Anson has this sort of evil look to his face. I don't know it yet, but I feel like he has something to do with this. While incarcerated at Milltown Correctional Facility, Franchise is offered early release if he can lead the prison's football team to a victory against their rival. Originally, Franchise declines the offer, but after thinking about it and not wanting to make license plates for the next 2 years, he obliges. After putting straight belts ass on a rival prison team, Franchise returns to his team now in Division 2. Franchise is back on the field and the team is back to their winning ways. And after a win, Quentin Sands and Franchise decide to hit the club as they celebrate a team win. And forget about that prison shit, man. We've all been there. Like, bro, that stuff pissed me off because you're the reason I was there. And real quickly, because this doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about, Kevin Garnett has some of the funniest memes and gifs ever. Like, his facial features are just too funny. Like,
I don't want to forget, and I sure as hell ain't gonna forgive. One way or another, I'm gonna get that fucking
that's when LA Riot linebacker Bruno Bataliga shows up, and this should go great, right? No, the complete opposite happened. Metallica is shocked to see that Franchise still hangs with Sans, like he must not know. And then he tells Franchise that Sans actually spikes his drink all this time, leading to his imprisonment. And Franchise does not like it one bit, hits him with a one piece. But Sans doesn't hold back himself. 2, 3, 4 pieces. It's going down. Franchise and the guys are still dominating in Division 2, and he leads his team all the way to the Division 2 championship, where they win and are promoted to Division 1 play. And in the press conference where it was supposed to be about Franchise and the team's success, Commissioner Cleve Hansen barges in to steal all their spotlight and deliver terrible news.
And I hate to break up the festivities, but I have an important announcement to make. Last night, the Minnesota Reapers chartered a yacht and held a party on Lake Minnewanka. Tragically, the party got out of hand and the boat sank. 7 players and a self-employed model were drowned. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of the victims. The League and the Reapers have decided that the team will suspend operations for next season, out of respect for the victims and the community. That leaves one spot open in Division 1.
Oh, shit. Here it comes.
A random drawing was just conducted in my office, and the team that has been promoted from Division 2 is...
The L.A. Riot.
The L.A. Riot.
Fucking douchebag.
With the Minnesota Reapers suspending all operations for next season, one spot is left in Division 1, and you guess who got that one spot? Oh, and Franchise got some new teammates, but damn, he got a baldy. But that doesn't matter to Franchise at all because him and the guys are running through Division 1. So much, in fact, that Franchise is getting attention from all types of girls, and Tara is not happy about that, but ball up top. Franchise and the guys continue to win games and eventually make it to the Division 1 championship. But behind the scenes, it's not sweet because Franchise still hates Quentin Sans' guts. For the guys to be able to win, they need to fix the relationship between Franchise and Sans. And I'm not gonna lie, Sans is really trying his best, but Franchise is just not hearing any of that. But can you really blame him though? Eventually, Franchise and Sans squash the beef and turn their attention to stopping Cleveland once and for
I
all.
may wait for us to get back at the commission. Can't talk about it now, but I'll check back with you later.
What the hell are you doing here?
I got some information you're gonna want to hear.
Make it quick.
First, I want a new deal. You're gonna approve my trade to the LA Riot next season.
And why should I do anything more for you?
Man, fuck you. I planted your drugs.
Not my fault you couldn't keep Franchise locked up.
This better be damn good.
It's money, baby. Our boy Franchise ruptured his Achilles during practice yesterday. Coaches and trainers are keeping it real quiet. Don't want the Riot to know that our superstar is riding the bench this Sunday.
You just earned your trade. Miss a few key tackles Sunday and I'll make you the Riot's team captain. Boys, this season just got even better for us. First thing tomorrow, I'll call your brokers and start buying stock in the LA Riot. To the franchise!
Gotcha.
It's the greatest spectacle in all of sports. It's the Division 1 championship.
Franchise and the guys have finally made it to the Division 1 championship. And after all the trials and tribulations bro had to go through, the moment was never too huge for him. But this game was a different beast. This was basically Franchise versus the entire league. And almost instantly, the Riot took a 21-7 lead, and it was not looking good for the good guys. Until the second half rolled around and the guys tied the game, and in the fourth quarter rolled all the way down the field to get a game-winning field goal. The commissioner is pissed. He thought Franchise was injured and this was going to be a free win for the Riot and free bucks in his pocket, but that was not the case. And to make it worse, the feds are waiting for him to get down the stage and are literally reading his charges to him as we speak. He's cooked! Eventually, Cleve Hansen goes to prison, Franchise wins championship MVP, and they all lived happily ever after. These games are way ahead of their time, and I hope y'all actually go play the second game because the story mode is fire and funny as hell. There's some moments in the story mode where I catch myself dying laughing.
Franchise. I dig that.
The acting was fire, the concept of the game is fire, everything about it was just fire. But thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Trading, money laundering, extortion. You're called, commission.